Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Let's go ahead and get into this, man. This is pretty big. You don't want to miss this. Let's go ahead and get into the story. So I'm going to start off with what Sony just announced. Sony just announced their new line of TVs. I know a lot of people are going, well, why are we talking about TVs? Well, this actually ties into what PS5 is more likely going to be using in terms of a technique and how they're going to achieve this. And of course, Sony just announced this ready for PS5 TV. Now, this new TV that they announced is called the, if I remember correctly, it's called the H90H. The X90H is strictly for PlayStation 5. They're pretty much titling it. It supports 120 frames per second at true 4K resolution. It's funny that they announced this, because I just bought the X27 monitor, and I'm going to be pushing 144 hertz. But again, this is cool that they announced the TV for this. So it's good to see, you know, what they're going to be doing. I'm definitely going to be, I'm more interested in seeing what else is going to be happening here. But aside from that, let's get into why this ties into PS5. So there's a patent going around that suggests that Sony is indeed using deep learning super sampling. Now, I know a lot of you are looking in the chat and like, well, can somebody explain what that is? Don't worry. Let me go ahead and break that down for you. DLSS, or deep learning super sampling, is pretty much an it's basically an AI powered technique that can give lower resolution visuals the impression that they're at a higher resolution. So, for example, you guys remember the Unreal Engine demo that we saw for PlayStation 5, right? A lot of us thought that was probably at 4K. It looked so good. It looked so great, right? And then we found out that it was 1440p. Now, for the people who were trolling saying, oh, that's all they can do, the Unreal Engine dev team who put out that demo said the PS5 can do 4K. Just throwing it out there. That demo could have been in 4K. But again, besides the point, trolls aside, let's ignore the trolls, because we got to talk about that later. The actual resolution was 1440p, but we all thought it was 4K when we first saw it. It looked insane, the visuals, all that. But basically, them doing this, they can give you the impression of something running at 4K, and this can be kind of used like a mask in a sense. Now, why do I say this can be used as a mask? Keep in mind, there's a reason why I said PS5 and Series X are capable of 4K while also giving you the option of 60 FPS or higher for performance modes. This is where it ties into first party. For the base games that you're going to see for PlayStation 5, I can easily see them not even using this feature for like the base run through, right? That's just, you know, strictly resolution, all out textures and whatnot. So you probably get 4K 30 on a lot of these titles, maybe 4K 60 on some select titles, but really I see 4K 30 on a lot of these titles. And especially what we just saw with Spider-Man, I think that probably is the case. They're going to give you 4K 30 max settings, you know, all out for the visual mode. And then when it comes to the actual performance mode, they'll use this technique, the deep learning super sampling, to up the performance of the games while still giving you a very pristine visual of what you've seen from the previous version. So they can give you a really close representation to the 4K over the top version, right, to the performance mode, and give you that. Now, again, Microsoft, we already know Microsoft has a very capable GPU and whatnot, but from what we saw in the Halo thing, it looks like they're going to take a lot more time to optimize that type of stuff. Sony, they're ready to go. Theirs is super easy to access. Keep in mind, again, a lot of people will skip over this when Mark Sony was talking about SSDs and how, you know, how easy it is to develop for this system and how straightforward they have to the assets and how quickly these assets are traveled to the system and whatnot. Bro, I'm telling you, do not sleep on the system. You're going to see a lot of impressive looking games. So what you guys saw with Ratchet & Clank, think about it. When we first saw Ratchet & Clank, what did it say? It said pre-alpha footage. We weren't even done yet. They didn't even announce any more details, because I guarantee you, there's going to be a performance mode. I'm willing to bet there's going to be performance mode for every single PlayStation game that we've seen so far. And as far as like the, you know, the Horizon Zero Dawn, you know, trailer that we saw, I know a lot of people believe that's going to look exactly the same. It could very well look exactly the same using the very techniques that we just talked over right now, and that was the deep learning super sampling. It can very well look like that in the gameplay category, depending on how they go about it in the future. This is something that they're really trying to, blur the lines between. Because one thing that PS4 and Xbox One, you can clearly see, especially One X, you can see is like when they go from cutscenes to actual gameplay, you clearly see the difference in terms of lighting, in terms of textures, in terms of visuals, right? You see that difference when they transition from that to gameplay all the time. And they're trying to eliminate that as much as possible. I can easily see Sony doing this with their first party. Now, the question is, will third-party devs take advantage of this? I honestly think that is the case. Notice how most of the third-party major publishers are at PlayStation events. They're not necessarily all gathered around the Xbox events now, are they? Granted, some Xbox, games are going to be here, right? For example, Microsoft has to deal with Cyberpunk. And Cyberpunk is, something they're trying to push as like a flagship. I'm not sure if they're going to have a custom Xbox Series X at launch, but who knows? They might do something like that. But I haven't seen any of the major publishers. Not even Rocksteady has been at like a Microsoft event yet. It's crazy. Rockstar Games is still showcasing their partnership with PlayStation when they showcased GTA 5 coming to PlayStation 5, which again, I don't know why, or GTA 4, I'm sorry. No, yeah, GTA 5 going to PS5. I'm tripping. I'm sorry. Got it mixed up. So it's really hard to say at this point, but I really want to see gameplay. Gameplay is really going to be key here and how different they are. And again, keep in mind, we got some bangers coming for PS5. We got the Resident Evil Biohazard, or no, I said Biohazard. The Resident Evil, God damn it. I forgot what was it? Village? Resident Evil Village. That's it. Resident Evil Village is coming. I said Biohazard. Resident Evil Village is coming. Then you got other games dropping for the system. So look out, man. Just look out. Pay close attention to these games. The next time we see them and check out the gameplay, it's going to be interesting to see just how close they get these games to look, especially when they offer you that performance mode. I'm pretty sure they'll probably talk about this during their deep dive. If we do get that next month, I do believe that that's actually going to be the case. You're going to get the deep dive as well as the pre-order date for PlayStation 5. And you already know, as soon as that happens, your boy is already dropping that money, and that system's going to be at my house without a doubt. I want to say shout out to Hip Hop Gamer, because Hip Hop Gamer talked about this. He was saying how, deep learning, super sampling, and the games that he saw, using this look better than 4K at times. And a lot of people was like, no, there's no way. Nothing looks better than a 4K image. Well, keep in mind, man, we got to take into account talent. A lot of things can be achieved if you got the proper talent to showcase the stuff off. Sony has proven time and time again, they got the talent. Just look at what Sony was able to do, despite many people saying that Spider-Man was downgraded, right? I can already see them with this technique and everything, especially utilizing the Miles Morales approach, right? I can see them going back to the demo version that we saw back in the day at the E3 showcase before they changed it to the more realistic tone with the suit. I can see them doing that just to showcase that next-gen leap of PlayStation 5 if they wanted to. You see what I'm saying? It's very easy to achieve these things if they, you got the talent behind it. And honestly, it's going to be interesting to see in the final builds and the final products what they do going further. My fingers are crossed, even though I don't think we'll get this. My fingers are crossed that we'll probably get a Order 1886 sequel down the road. But if we don't get the Order 1886 sequel that we most definitely deserve, there's one game I know we are going to be getting remastered or remade in this case, and that's the Resistance franchise. Keep your eyes open for the Resistance announcement. Watch. Insomniac Games is too cryptic with these damn pictures. It's only evident at this point that you're going to get that. And honestly, hey, we'll see it. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Sound off what you guys think of this news. Are you even more excited for PlayStation 5? Let your boy know in the comments, man. I'm beyond hyped right now. We're getting close, man. We're getting close. The wait's almost over. It's going to be fire. Cannot wait, man. But that's it. This is Big Cloud Gaming. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you on the next one. Guys, be blessed. Later.